Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn January 18, 2023. Today's energies are strong for a positive focus on the past or tying up loose ends. It can be a good idea to clear up old projects, errands, or duties so that you can start fresh later. It's easier to see which attachments are holding you back from growing and thriving. Still, watch for taking on too much or speaking too soon. You likely have many new interests, particularly those revolving around learning or brushing up on skills, but if you do too much at once, you run the risk of becoming overwhelmed and abandoning ship. Aim to tame the tendency to overreach. Having more of something will not necessarily make you happier. Asteroids hold great power in astrology, too. Even though we may first look to our luminaries and planets for the key trends taking place, asteroids bring us further insight into the evolution of the human spirit. Juno is one of the most significant asteroids when it comes to relationships, as she holds ties to marriage. In myth, she was the wife of Jupiter, which is why she has also come to be known for her undying devotion and loyalty. As Juno ventures into Aries, expect more of a focus on independence, passion, and adventure in the love department. It might be time to prioritize your work and life balance. Put your needs first when the fall moon in Scorpio opposes the North Node and Uranus retrograde in Taurus while squaring Venus in your sign. With Venus on your side, you are radiating as a professional, which will help you feel more comfortable with taking a stand. But you will need to let go of any hyperfixation that could be throwing you off your game. Find a better way to go about your work and life balance, especially if you want to feel more at ease with your career and private life. Just as the moon is making its first visit to your career sector for the year, it forms a friendly aspect to Neptune just as he is spending his first full week in his own in your income sector in over a year. This not only gets the week off to a good start on the income and career fronts, but is a chance to regroup ahead of Venus' return next week. It is later next week that Venus' return to your income sector will kick off what can be some of the most lucrative weeks of any year. You would do good to stay away from processed sugar. You can be easily excited by what you ingest. Sugar and preservatives are among the greatest triggers for you. The planetary alignment dominates the emotional territory at this time, and it may be best to stay a respectful distance from all that winds you up. On the other hand, what releases pent-up energy is highly recommended during this transit. Exercise, meditation, sleep. Choose your source of relaxation. This day offers you valuable time to reflect upon the effect that working outside of the home has on you and your loved ones. If you've been asking a lot of why-based questions, the answers might just start to come in. Find some time for yourself to ponder the issues that have been perplexing you. This may bring some peace and quiet to your worried soul. Draw on your faith and spiritual beliefs to lend you strength and get you through. Starting the week with the moon not only in your career sector but at a friendly aspect to Neptune in your income sector today is getting the new working week off to a good start. However, when the moon left an adventurous part of your chart yesterday, it left behind something that has taken on a life of its own. It was over the weekend that the moon formed a friendly aspect to Mars, now in his first full week in direct motion in a playful and creative part of your chart, and to Venus, the planet of love, who is now in her last full week in Aquarius. While the new working week is getting off to a busy start, even the professional gods are no match for Mars as he spends his first full week in direct motion in your romantic sector. With Mars' first full week in direct motion coinciding with Venus' last full week in Aquarius, the planets of love and passion are working to make the most of this turnaround and the unleashing of your romantic passions and fighting spirit. Our eyes in the sky. Today, the Scorpio moon squares off with Venus in Aquarius. This energy can make romantic matters and financial affairs a bit tense and frenetic, so it's important to take a step back before reacting to the current state of your relationship or bank account. These are two fixed signs, so it's best to proceed with caution and tread lightly. You're welcoming towards everyone and can deepen your existing relationship by doing more together, or by making completely new friends, as socializing satisfies you both and helps you get on. If you help others selflessly, they help you too. A conversation with somebody special is rewarding and has a very positive outcome. One achievement follows another, and you're able to make an especially good impression when cooperating with others. You even impress outsiders with your understanding, leading to exciting opportunities you have to consider whether to follow up on or not. Whatever you decide, don't be fearful, you're in great shape to make the most of this promising time. It doesn't have to be a spa package. If health is what you're longing for, even just a long hot bath, relaxing music, and a good book can do the trick. It's time for you to focus on your health and learn to weigh up healthy choices against the potential damage caused by overeating, alcohol consumption, and smoking. In the morning, the Scorpio moon opposes Uranus in Taurus, starting the day off on an unpredictable note. Surprise events trip us up, and should we try to regain control of the morning, we will only compound the problem. Our instincts and intuition are at odds with each other, prompting us to make impulsive choices that work against us. Frustrations mount as we resist going with the flow. Irritation is to be expected now. If we can avoid taking our mood out on the wrong people, we may look back and laugh at this later. A positive new approach and hard work enables you to introduce new ideas to your working environment which others see as a positive improvement. In your personal life, there's an opportunity to have delicate and difficult talks. Restraint you show and understanding of human nature allows you to be effective and confident about revealing your true emotions. A perfect scenario for settling outstanding financial matters is what you desire. Of course, you must be as careful as usual when dealing with money. You have the right instincts for choosing sensible investments, and the advice you receive is far more conclusive than on other occasions. Larger purchases, a car or a house, don't faze you. Late in the morning, the moon squares off with Venus in Aquarius, stimulating insecurity. Coming off the Moon-Uranus opposition, we are attempting to make the best of an annoying situation. Subsequently, we abandon attempts to right our course, and try instead to distract ourselves from our problems. Unfortunately, this is not a great idea. Indulgently throwing caution to the wind can backfire, especially if our chosen distraction is a romantic conquest. Although this transit rarely indicates high drama, we can land ourselves in a sticky situation by flirting with someone who we have no legitimate interest in. It may seem like a good way to pass the time, but it can also be an effective way to damage a friendship.